Let's start off our predictions with The Unbreakable Boy.
Pump,
Unbreakable Boy. This
pump,
is a family drama based on a book about a real life story of a little boy growing up with brittle bone disease. So he's like a little Mr. Glass
Mr.
for
Glass. They
all
call
you
me Mr.
Shyamalan
Glass.
heads out there. This has Zachary Levi, and then John Gunn wrote and directed it. He did 2024's Ordinary Angels, which had one of my main dudes in it, Alan Richson, and that got pretty good reviews. That
Yeah,
was
I
like,
did.
was it 70s? I
Eight,
think
84?
84%. This looks
84?
harmless enough. This is not on my radar,
Yeah.
but I mean, it looks fine. I don't know. You keep saying you're pumped for this, and I
Yes,
truly
loves.
don't know if you're being sincere. If you want to see it, if you're going because the boy looks like a little Bill Hader, I don't know why you're saying that. I hope you're not making fun of this little glass boy though.
No, no. I just love that this was literally, if this were flipped, then Shyamalan would have been yelled at for ripping off the story because, like you said, it's like a real life Mr. Glass. So,
They,
I
call
was,
me Mr. Glass.
they call me
They call my son Mr. Glass.
Junior. Um, so this is something that went back and looked at that score and for Ordinary Angels, and then also
I thought
this
you meant
movie
for
because
Unbreakable. I'm like, huh.
not for that, and then also this movie reminds me so much looks and also they keep promoting it as from the studio or people that brought you Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see that movie? The it
No,
was with
I can't say that I had any desire to see that.
Owen Wilson and Julia Roberts, and that got an 86%
Mm.
in
So
2017.
because you I think are going to win January. Would you like to go first on this? You want me going first?
I'll let you go first.
This is tough, man.
Mm,
It's got Zachary Levi in it, which I feel like these critics might be gunning for him
no
because of
pun intended with
political
no pun
reasons.
intended with John Gunn being the
Not
director.
not related to James Gunn, by the way. I think this looks fine, as I said, and the guy's got a decent track record with
Yep.
his movies, even though they're probably not mainstream in a lot of different ways. I put 68%. What do you
Oh
what
my
do you
gosh,
what?
you went low.
Well, what do you
It's
think?
Unbreakable Boy. It's funny because I looking at this, I'm like, I just don't see. You said you called it a like an innocent movie. I just can't see this movie getting as high as the other movies. But then again, I could be surprised. I went with slightly above you. I went lower because I'm like, it's just something about this seems like it won't get that score. And like you said, I also feel like because Zachary Levi, with him starring in this, I feel like he could be cut down a little bit because of that reason. But I went with 75.
75. That's not too
75.
bad. I would
I went
never have
just,
guessed that Ordinary Angels got 84.
yeah. And that's why, because at first I went low. I went like 70, flat 70. And I think 65 I started, and I kept going up and up and up. And then I originally went up to the 80s. I'm like, I don't see that with this movie. It's hard for me to imagine that.
So are we doing the alternating thing or am I going first
Yeah.
every single time?
No, no, we can alternate.
Okay. So the next one coming out February 28th, Last Breath. This is a feature film based on the 2019 documentary of the same
Hmm.
name, which
Also from the same
director,
director.
yeah, Alex Parkinson co-directed that and this. And that documentary only has 14 reviews. Keep that in mind. But 93%. This has got little Woodrow Harrelson in it. It's got Shang-Chi in it.
That's right.
I mean, I've gotten this preview a handful of times. I don't think it looks super good. It's not something I would rush out to see in theaters by any means. What are you thinking?
And see, that's why it's interesting because the documentary, I watched it actually
Ooh,
yesterday,
ooh.
and it's a first time watching it. It's very good, very emotional. Like it got me in a scene. I don't think this movie because obviously the emotional weight. Yes, it'll be based on a true story, but I agree. I'm going with 65.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
65. You and I. radically different. I'm going high. I'm going 80%.
Good night.
80%.
Goodness.
80%.
Mm.
Do you want to see this in movie theaters?
I mean, it could be good. No, I don't know. Probably
Yeah.
not. Maybe it's. I keep going back and forth. Like I saw the documentary is great, but this I don't know. Like I don't know if I. I mean, I there are times where I'm like yes, but then again, that's going to take away my Unbreakable Boy ticket. So I don't know. Probably not.